So to wrap up this module, we're going to create and publish a blog using Blogger. So very simply on Google, do a search for Blogger, go ahead and select on that and you will register. Now it's going to automatically log me in because I am here. I already have done this. So what you're going to do is we're going to go and make sure you select new blog. So go ahead and create a new blog and we need to give it a title. So I'll just call this EDCI example. Now in here you're going to be able to type in an address. I'll type in EDCI example and that will take me to .blogspot.com. And that's a URL that you have and you'll see some options for that. Again, I'm just going to keep it real simple. Now, see how this came up and said it's not available, so I have to go and maybe EDCI example 2, that is available. So that website is good. Choose this template, and now we will create blog. And if you want to, you can do this with the Google domains and connect to it instantly, but for right now, we're not going to worry about that. So now you're going to notice we have absolutely nothing in our blog, right? So the first step we want to do is we want to create a new post. We can do that here or by selecting right here. So I will go right there and select a new post. And I'll type in, hello, this is Dr. Kormos, and I will be your teacher this semester. Beautiful. Now you're going to notice one of the requirements is that you have to put in images. So for instance, if we want to do that, we hold our cursor, insert image from this blog, from Google Archive, from your phone, from your webcam, from a URL. For the purpose of this exercise, we're going to upload a file. I will select a file from my computer. This is just my profile image. And we will add selected. And you'll notice this appears. You can go ahead, you can move it around the screen like you would. You can modify the size of it, whatever it is, justify, add caption, property, etc. So for right now, I'll just leave that in there just to kind of give you a basic idea of how you go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and save my post, and now I'm going to publish my site. Now what's nice is you'll notice all of your posts as you do them will come up and they will be in order in which you have created them. So they're all saved and archived for you. At any time, simply select on View Blog, and that will take you to that right there. So obviously I'm going to want to make that image smaller. So I go ahead, and it actually is already on small, which is kind of scary to think about. So we might want to, manipulate our images there when we get into it. But again, just an example of what you can do with images and posting into your blog. Now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and view the blog again. You're going to notice we have our image and all that, and you think, well, you know what? I don't particularly enjoy how this looks. I want to change the theme of my web page. No problem. So you go back into here and you simply select theme. Now what you'll be able to do is you'll actually be able to select different templates from here. So for instance, let's say I like this one, it's Contempo, but I'm going to try it out a little bit different. If you like how this looks different, I'll notice some biographical information comes up here on the side. I'll show you how to do that. It's a nice little way to do that. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to hit apply to blog because I actually like that better. So now when I go to view my blog, you can see a slight difference there. And when you click on the left side of the widget, this appears, little about me widget comes up on the left-hand side. So now that we have looked at our website a little more closely and changed some items, we're going to go back to our main page here. And you're going to notice very simply, I click on posts. It's going to give you all the posts that you have. If you click on statistics, it'll tell you in here, you'll see charts that demonstrate how active your web page has been. Comments, this is important, especially remove content because you want to make sure that your students, if they allow commenting on your blog or on each other's blogs, for instance, if you have students going back and forth commenting on each other's blogs, you're going to want to make sure that you monitor that content that's going to be in there. Select pages, maybe you want to add it and make it kind of like a website where you have different tabs and things of that nature. You can go ahead and do that. Layout, we discussed a little bit here, but this is where I wanted to talk to you about the About Me. Now the About Me gadget I have here, it's shown. Now once you are in these settings, what you can do is you can go down, and when you go to user settings under user profile, hit edit, and as you scroll down, you can add a profile photo. And then once you get to the bottom, you can add a little bit of information about yourself. So I went in here and you can see this is where my About Me comes from. I just simply hit save profile. And then when I am in my blog itself, what I want to make sure is once I am in here, under layout, I have that widget selected. All right, so that's up to you. Now in the other tutorial, I showed you how to embed or upload your Google Calendar using these gadgets as well. Theme, we already talked about that. And settings in here, if you want to modify your URL, you can. If you want to give your blog a description, you may do that as well. And you can see different permissions for different authors. You can add authors. You can make this public. You can make it blog readers can edit. So really, it's up to you. There's many things that you can do. It's just your personal choice. Now, one more item that I did want to show you is the comments section. So when we look at, if we do decide to allow students to comment, for instance, under posts, comment, and sharing under the settings tab, you're going to notice you can modify how many posts you can see, but what's important is who can comment. So for instance, if you only want people who are on, maybe you have a school network and you're using Gmail and Google, students have to be signed in with their Google account. That way you can monitor who is leaving what, and there's accountability. You can change it so that it's just specifically members who you've invited for the blog itself, and then anyone is just literally anyone on the internet. With comment moderation, if you're going to allow students to go in and make posts, I would strongly suggest that you switch this to always. All right, that is very, very important to do regarding to always prevent and promote accountability for student comments if you choose that feature. Now that we have that set up with our settings for posts and comments, the last thing that we want to do is go back over to our blog and look at posts. So let's just view our blog real quick. You're going to notice here's our blog itself. But now when I select on the toggle bar at the top there, the menu bar, you're going to notice here comes my gadget, my About Me gadget here. Now last thing, when you want to create a new post, you have one post available there already. This post here would be a really nice spot to go in and kind of introduce yourself. Remember, you can treat this as like a class introduction for your blog. Get your first couple posts out of the way. Your first post can serve as that. So if, let's say you want to create a new post, a second post, you go to new post, and maybe in here you assign homework. So tonight's homework is ... Alrighty, go ahead and hit save. And now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to publish and view my blog. And now you'll notice here's my second blog post right here. So it's already lined up and ready to go for you. And so with that concludes our tutorial on Blogger. I look forward to reading your work. And remember, check the requirements for this assignment to make sure everything that is needed to be included in your blog, you've done so you can make sure you can get the best possible score that you can. All right, thanks you.